question is whether that ring rust is still in there.
I don't know. Someone like Alexander, who is probably one of the most experienced professional wrestlers in the modern era. I don't think ring rust is going to be a big factor from him.
Yeah, but he's in there with Vinny Dunn, and when you're in the likes of in the ring with the likes of New Zealand heavyweight champion, especially one like Vinny Dunn, all it takes is the slightest amount of rust, or the slight, just this being off one step or a little beat behind, and Vinny Dunn's going to capitalise.
You did right. It's not necessarily a case of rust, like you say. Dunn is at the top of his game. And for a New Zealand heavyweight championship, he has to be at the top of his game, and he is, and that makes him so dangerous. Oh, great suplex by Vinny Dunn, showing that great leg and back strength. Hits to the outside, to the top rope. Memories of him winning the championship here in this very building. Drops that big elbow. Is it coming now?
Vinny Dunn frustrated there at the ref's count. He felt that should have been 3. He wanted this match over with. Is that desperation there from Vinny? Is he feeling outclassed? Is he feeling outpowered?
No, not at all. But he knows that Alexander is a credible challenge.
Well, he's definitely credible if you just saw that. Just tossing the man up in the air, catching him, and hitting him with a German suplex. I mean, Vinny Dunn is 100 kilos of muscle and 20 kilos of ego. And Alexander just tossed him around like he was a 50-kilo weakling.
Stomped to the midsection now by Alexander. Of course, Vinny Dunn, when you look back at his record over the last 2 years, I can't recall him being pinned once in 2 years.
Nothing's coming to mind there. We'll have to check the records there, but I also can't remember anything in the last couple of years. Alexander showing, going back to his roots, he was always one of the best strikers in IPW. Now he's sitting Vinny Dunn up with some of those powerful kicks just to the side of the head there.
A wise man once said that Alexander possessed the greatest right hand in the country. And, nothing's changed. Nothing has changed in that regard. In fact, if anything, he's come back more powerful. He's certainly come back bearing a lot more weight. Hey, some might say he's not in as good a shape as he was once in. But he can move that frame around, man. He can move that frame around. He has gained a lot of mass, and he knows how to use it.
That's right. Just because he may not be as ripped or as cut as Vinny Dunn doesn't mean he hasn't got the power. Vinny Dunn trying to get the crowd behind him there. He's always depended so heavily on their support. Now he's desperately trying to get some of that momentum behind him. The question is whether that's going to be Vinny Dunn's downfall. He gets so much of his power, so much of his momentum from the crowd's support, but if that support wanes, is he going to be able to keep up that power and keep up that momentum?
Well done. It looked like he almost came down on the top of the head that time of Alexander with that plancher. He may have jarred the neck that time.
Big missile drop kick there from Dunn. As I said, frustration showing on the face of Vinny Dunn. I just wonder whether he's starting to feel like he might be outclassed here. Going back to the crowd, trying to get some more of that support there.
Well, you see Peter Lane almost attending to Alexander there. Lane is, many years ago, was one of the guys that mentored Alexander behind the scenes. So, although Peter Lane, of course, is very much in the corner of Vinny Dunn, you can see a bit of empathy for the challenger.
Well, it's an interesting situation.
Wait a sec! Here's the Piledriver!
He's hit him!
This could be it!
It's ball game. I'm calling it now. Alexander, new champ, right now. He's got to get the pin. Roll over, Alexander. Here we go. Okay, right. Alexander, new champ.
Oh!
2.5 there from Alexander.
Well, let's not forget, I'm going to go back to that plancher on the outside. You can see him holding the top of his head. Dunn came down directly on top of the head of Alexander. Usually Dunn would attempt to hit the upper body and try and take the man down, crashing straight down on top of the head. You can imagine how that would compress the neck.
Well, that's just it. It's not just, you know, a head hit, you know. It's not just the risk of a concussion or a head injury like that. But as you say, if you crunch that neck down, it skews off to a side or something, and you can't turn your head, you can't look around. It hurts just to sort of get up, and everything comes from your neck. So,
well, not just that, but your equilibrium, easy for me to say, gets all knocked about as well, and that could be exactly what Alexander's experiencing right now. Wait a sec. Dunn, can he get the muscle buster on Alexander?
There's so many people have been put away from this muscle buster, but Alexander manages to struggle out of it.
He can't get him. He can't get him.
Straight back to his neck, you know. He's got to be in so much pain right now. I mean, he's got one of the thickest necks in the company, but with 120 kilos coming down on top of it, he's got to be in agony. Oh! Massive Samoan drop there from the Samoan Silverback.
Two count that time by Alexander.
I tell you what, if the ref hadn't cut his nails this morning, I think that would have been 3. Now, it's an interesting situation we've got here, McCracken. You know, more often than not in IPW, as well as going for the gold, there's usually bad blood. There's some kind of dispute or grievance that's often between two competitors. But here we have Vinny Dunn and Alexander, who have the utmost respect for each other. They respect each other as competitors, and there's no animosity here. It's just two big professional wrestlers desperately trying to either keep or get their hands on that IPW title.
Well, you see that fantastic bear hug, and that was a brilliant move by Alexander. He can continue to bear some damage on Vinny Dunn, but at the same time recoup a little bit. And if he has got a bit of a neck injury, to be able to try and garnish the strength, to get the win. Well, here's another Piledriver attempt, is it? No, he's got Alexander up in a crucifix position. Excuse me, Vinny Dunn. Oh, Splash Mountain. Here's the cover, new champ. Oh, what a long 2 count by Alexander.
These have got to be some of the longest 2 counts I've seen for a long time, Dion. But you had the money's comment there before. Alexander needs to recoup. He needs to give his neck a chance to somehow get back, and he needs that adrenaline flowing to try and fight through this pain. And that bear hug was a good start. He put some damage on Dunn and gave himself a chance to recoup. And here he is, straight back into that bear hug, just trying to slow the match down, give himself a chance to recover and hopefully get something sorted about that neck.
Oh, ankle lock applied now.
He's so close to the ropes there. He's just desperately reaching out. He doesn't want to give up his chance of the goal, but he must be in agony from that ankle lock. And Alexander, it looks like he's fading. He's not tapping out, but it looks like the pain might be getting to him. He might be overcome. Could this be it? Could Vinny Dunn be retained? He's still fighting. Alexander's desperately fighting, and he breaks the hold.
Alexander reaches the ropes incredibly that time.